This is TV, the voice of humanity. Here with me in the studio is Comrd BABAN ZARIA on the topic drug abuse in youth and ways to tackle the menace. Join me in welcoming this noble guest. Sir, you're highly welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So we would like you to touch this prevalent issue that is causing many problems in the society. That is problem of drug abuse among the youth. What can you say about this, sir?
Well, when we talk about drug abuse, from the keyword drug, let's start from the briefing of what is drug itself. Drug is anything which is composed of chemical composition that is used to protect or alter the function of the body. It is used to correct an improper function of the body. We all believe that the Almighty created the body and He assures that there must be a functioning, that the body must have problem. So He brought the provision of drug to correct the misfunction of the body. So instead of positively using that drug in correcting the function of the body, then we use it in other ways. So in that terms, we refer to what? Drug abuse. However, today we found ourselves in an era whereby youth has been the consumers of drugs illegally.
Yeah.
It has been a process of eliciting this drug through intake. Nowadays, it's not only by consumption, including through injection. We are into it, and it is becoming a pandemic, and verily the North have been suffered with it, especially the northern Nigeria.
You mean the rate is increasing?
The rate is it's increasing more rapidly than ever.
And I'm in northern Nigeria. It is
Yeah.
more increasing in northern
Let's
Nigeria.
take the instance of Kano State. The last 3 years, there was a CP, Commissioner of Police, that was able to interrupt in the menace. He was able to dictate more than 75% of youth. The annoying thing is that including women, married, engaging in drug abuse, which is a decay to the society. I believe every society has its own culture and norms.
Yeah, exactly.
All the religions also have a guiding concept
Yeah,
in terms of worship, and all the religions and culture are against drug abuse.
like substance
Yes.
addiction. So you made mention of drug abuse among youth, and you said in northern Nigeria especially. So what are the effects? Is there any possible adverse effect?
Well, when we look to itself, as I made in my introduction, we take drug to correct a misfunction of the body. Then what do you expect when you take drug without prescription? There are two things I want to clarify here. There is drug abuse, there is drug misuse. When you abuse drug, you misuse drug at the same time. Well, when an individual consumes drug, for example, the coffee syrup, which have been the highest rating consumed drug in this country, it is being manufactured with cocaine to correct the function of the cough within the body. And unfortunately, when you overconsume it, it affects the thinking of the human being. What do you expect to represent your society in that aspect? So, first, it affects the normal representation of an individual in society. It affects the system of the body, which may lead to death when the case is not tackled in time. Others include mental disorders. Majority of those hawking on the street, those madmen and madwomen, when you check the history, few of them have been genetized with psychomatic disorders. But majority, I don't want to be given percentage, but 50% among them are due to drug, inhalation, consumption. As I cited example, we have different categories of drugs. They include hallucinogens, stimulants, and the rest. Some of them usually have a long-term effect in the body, and while some have short-term effect. You may consume drug in a few minutes, it may start reacting from the way I'm interacting. I believe had even I'm been in drugs, the tonation of the way I'll be talking, it will be,
It's quite different.
it will show from the mere discussion. When it affects you, the system of the body which may lead to cancer and liver damage. Whenever a doctor prescribes drug, you are expected to follow the prescription of that drug, irrespective of your own interest. You may be suffering from a severe case of a sickness, but he knows the magnitude of the flow of the blood in the body. Then he will prescribe, for example, 2 dosage, morning, afternoon, and night. So because of your interest and the willingness that the sickness is very severe in your body, then you expect yourself to consume 5 tablets. What is drug abuse? And you misuse this prescription of that drug.
And addiction is the cause of all evils.
Yeah. When you take, we are into election, when you see those hoodlums engaging themselves in snatching of ballot box,
It is as a result of drug.
this is a result of drug. They are not in their own normal mind. That's what I told you. They don't have the good representation of their society. They don't know where they are. Their thinking is beyond their.
But most times, the youth, when they consume drugs, they used to say that they want to numb their feelings, to calm themselves.
Well, in that aspect,
to be thinking frustrations. They say sometimes frustrations, lack of food, lack of job. It is that factor that makes them to. It is those factors that make them to be consuming drugs.
well, if you look to that aspect, you are being depressed. Let's assume, let me not make assumption. We all believe in one way or the other we engage in mutual relationship between us and other people. When your girlfriend gave you a heartbreak, what do you expect? That feeling is still there. You using drug to alter that feeling, to take away that feeling. I believe after a short time, you will soon remember that I have gotten a breakup from my girlfriend. Then what do you expect? The drug is not.
You mean the feeling still
remain. It is as if you are poor, that you need money.
And that may lead to addiction.
That's what it leads to addiction. Majority of this youth, whenever you start, the problem is that starting. When you start, it is very hard and rare for you to stop. That's why it leads toward addiction and.
So do you think is there any possible solution to it?
There are many possible solutions. I believe the government are trying their best in this research. Since the DG narcotics, what is this? NDLE.
Yeah.
They are trying their best. Recent recruitment, I believe the rate of consumption, even drivers, you see a driver driving, but not in his senses. He has been consumed a high portion of drug to enable him feel himself more higher. So now the government will key. I believe the government have started doing its own best through the recruitment of high massive youth into the program. So secondly, through awareness, we here in this program, it is a means of awareness, showing them the side effects of this drug abuse. And secondly, the leaders have to key in, irrespective of gender. Our parents have to draw us more closer to them.
So you mean religious
leaders have role to, yes, they have role to participate. I believe, I don't want to be quoting verses. Even the Almighty himself quoted in the Quran that he listed some things that they are not a good kind of representation. Yes, they are abominations, yes.
So what do you think caused this problem?
Well, it is negligence. Firstly, of the parent, government, and what the peer groups. Influence of peer group, yes. You see, the way I'm here, I believe whenever you see me, you know my representation. When my friend, you see me with a friend that engaged in drug abuse, yes, in their role, the leaders, as I'm saying, they have their key roles to play in that aspect. When you see me with a friend, there is an adage that says, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Definitely when your friend consumes illicit drug and you do not question him on the effect, so definitely you have to key into that process. So parents have to key in by drawing us their children closer to them, showing us the side effect. And we have to be given more awareness. We need to stand up. We are left behind. We are really left behind. We are definitely left behind. When you see the youth and we think we are ready for leadership, will we be given the mountain of leadership when we are not in our senses?
Possible.
That can be possible. This is a call to all youth, irrespective of your gender, class or family background, society and community, that you have to stand up and stay against drug abuse. I believe our society will regain its consciousness, our society will regain its strength, our country will stand firm and be proud of our fellow youth.
So thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful contribution. We do hope the youth will stop and from substance addiction. The spirit is always alive. I should see this. Stay with us all the time. Thank you for being with us.